Ooh, wait. Y'all know.
No. Oh, wait.
We can't fuck around.
I thought we was gonna start with the group chat first, and then all right, well let's go to it.
Yeah, no, we going right on in.
Okay, well,
Look,
welcome.
and they ain't even let this man out of jail. This is a big deal. We gotta go into
I mean, but puppy is hella. It's like a flight risk. Like I don't know why
But it's
people
kind
are
of.
shocked.
Why do I feel like he's legally getting fleeced now because he's a what other celebrity would not be able to get at least bail? Like they treating him for real like he Pablo Escobar. Like no.
I mean, okay, so look, think about what we experienced earlier in the year when they stopped him at the airport in Miami versus to where we are now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. If I'm Puffy, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's going on in his mind or what his attorneys told him to do, but I ain't trying to be funny.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how Diddy was even still in this country. Like I'm not guys, I am not this is not a Diddy Puffy stand account for this at all. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying just logically. You're just saying logically.
Yeah, I was like, I'm surprised you're still here. Which also I think to a certain extent, probably in his mind or in his attorney's mind, if he would have been gone or whatever, it was like, okay, you are admitting guilt.
Yeah.
But baby, I'm Puff Daddy. I'm in a country where I can't be extradited, and I don't have no more business. My kids are grown; they can come and see me.
Yeah, I mean, your kids can come see you. That's 100% it. Like that's also the thing. I think maybe because he's thinking about all his kids. Three of them grown, and oh no, he got them side kids too. But but he don't care about them.
All the girls are in high school.
Right, but I'm saying all them side kids he don't care about anymore. I'm thinking about like the one he had and the girl with Atlanta in like the 90s, like the late 90s, and then that new one with the assistant. That new one he had on Carisha.
Well, did he have it on Carisha? He had that with an Asian girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, did he have
it? Whatever.
Did he have it on Carisha?
He had it during the time they were dealing.
Yeah. No, maybe. Yeah. I mean, but still your kids can come and see you. You know, just gotta make sure you go to places that don't have any sort of extradition laws to the US.
Yeah, that fool Russell was like, I seen this before. I'm out.
And here's the thing with him, that's a different story. Let's stay on topic. Puff.
Yeah. So here, as y'all man, I've known the great Diddy, surviving Diddy. This got to be episode 35 at this point. We don't even know. We've lost track of the editions of surviving Diddy. But surviving Diddy, he has now been arrested and indicted by the Southern Federal Court of New York State Federal. So this is not the city. This the feds came in, the Southern District Court of New York. And I want to play a little bit of the press conference of the Southern District DA explaining the charges. People may not be understanding like what these charges mean, what they are. He gonna tell you right now exactly a breakdown, exactly what all the charges mean.
Let's go ahead and listen to the U.S. Attorney for New York.
My name is Damian Williams, and I'm the U.S. Attorney here in the Southern District of New York. Today I'm announcing the unsealing of a 3-count indictment, charging Sean Combs with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation for prostitution. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs abused, threatened, and coerced victims to fulfill his sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct. As alleged in the indictment, to carry out this conduct, Sean Combs led and participated in a racketeering conspiracy that used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers, some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of
Hold on, y'all. This is so hilarious, y'all, that he's using the word term freak off in an official statement for a press conference. But I'm gonna leave you going. That's just hearing that, it's just wild, right?
narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy. He used his business and employees of that business and other close associates to get his way. Those individuals allegedly included high-ranking supervisors in the business, personal assistants, security staff, and household staff. The indictment alleges that those individuals facilitated the freak-offs. They booked the hotel rooms and stocked them with the supplies, including drugs, baby oil, personal lubricant, extra linens, and light.
The baby oil thing, I know that's just...
Yeah. Are you ready to talk about it?
Yeah. Hold on. I want you this last part.
Okay.
When the hotel rooms got damaged, they helped clean it up. They arranged for victims and commercial sex workers to travel for the freak-offs, and they delivered large quantities of cash to Combs to pay for the commercial sex workers. The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes. During the March 2016 incident at the LA hotel that I mentioned earlier, a member of the hotel security staff intervened,
right here,
and Combs attempted to bribe the staff member with a stack of cash to make sure that what happened was kept quiet. And as the indictment alleges, in late 2023, after public allegations were made about Combs' crimes, he and others pressured witnesses and victims to stay silent, including by making phone calls to witnesses and victims and giving them a false narrative of what they had experienced. And as alleged, Combs used others to help conceal his abuse by monitoring and preventing victims from leaving a location in order to hide their injuries, or by locating and contacting a victim who had attempted to flee. As part of this investigation, in March of this year, special agents from HSI executed search warrants at Combs' residences in Miami and Los Angeles. They also executed a warrant for Combs' electronic devices. During those searches, agents seized evidence of the crimes charged in this indictment. They seized firearms and ammunition, including 3 defaced AR-15s and a large capacity drum magazine. They also seized evidence of the freak-offs, electronic devices that contain images and videos of the freak-offs with multiple victims. And they seized cases and cases of the kinds of personal lubricant and baby oil that Combs' staff allegedly used to stock hotel rooms for the freak-offs, more than 1,000 bottles altogether. Here are some of the items that we recovered during the searches.
They got the pictures of it
here. This is a drum magazine, large capacity, and it contains, I believe, 59 rounds. I mentioned as well, we recovered 3 AR-15.
All right, we can come back to it if we need to, because they're gonna go to the more of the details of like the gun stuff, because that's like a big deal with them with the gun stuff. All right,
Start.
yo,
what the fuck are you gonna do? Never mind.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
That's enough lube to last somebody an entire lifetime. Like enough lube and baby oil. What is happening? Like, and I know, like, people are cracking jokes about it, but I excuse me, I am genuinely concerned. And like, baby oil. Okay, I just know too much gay information, because that's not like even whether you don't want baby oil in your cootie cat or in your booty hole. You don't. Okay, I'm done. I'm off of it. I'm done. What was happening? Because it's just like, you know, that this is likely very bad, because we're just getting semi-vague. It's not that it's vague, but we really don't have too much intel in regards to what was seen or what was recorded. It was just like, we got videos of these freak-offs. And that's it. But also, this goes back to that narcissistic, sociopathic like behavior we was talking about with, kind of similar to how, what's the dude that was cutting up people?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah. Okay. So, when people kill people, they keep like prizes, like certain things from their
trophies. Trophies. Yeah. Trophies.
Yeah. Yep. Trophies. That's what because you didn't think in your mind, and not, I'm just trying to make sense of it all, especially with what happened with Epstein and Weinstein. Are they Jewish?
Both of them are, yeah.
Okay, I was like, those are very Jewish names. That you didn't think that you would be in the clear, and that nobody would say anything about you at some point. So during that time, you would think that you would be cleaning house, but no, you were still having freak-offs. But this goes back to what I said to you earlier about how if Sean Puffy Combs was solely interacting in the black space, because we know how this country and how the world treats black bodies, I don't think that this would be as big. But because that motherfucker was fraternizing with people that was high up, like the Epsteins and the Weinsteins and all those other people, this is how we got here. And this is not making an excuse. This is just the reality of the situation. But even still, somebody in your camp should have been like, hey man, so I know you like to kick it. I know you like to have these freak offs. You like to do this. You like to humiliate. And that's a different kink, where he likes to shame people. That's a part of kink culture to a certain extent. But the other part is that people have to understand the fucking law.
He understands the law though. He just think he above the law. That's the thing. He understands all those things you're saying. He knows.
No. This isn't for Puffy. This is for the people that are trying to make it like he's some sort of martyr, and like he was.
I think people didn't got off that.
Unfortunately, there are still people.
Fuck them. To be honest with you, fuck them. The feds
I know for sure, but it's just because I'm like, yo, like this is basic law. Like, this isn't Copenhagen. Prostitution, like sex work, unfortunately, is not legal here. Outside of the OnlyFans and things like that, prostitution, all of that stuff is not legal here.
And also inducing people for drugs within prostitution is another thing too. So if they got him on tape, like, and somebody's like, no, I think I'm finna pack it up. No, come here, take some of this ketamine real quick. We finna go around. If this on them tapes, stuff like that happening, it's even worse because you're inducing and keeping them high to be able to have, sexual intercourse. Sexual stuff with it.
And so one of the cases, let me pull this up. So don't forget, like in another suit, one of them named Christian, and people was trying to, call cap on it. And then they were saying that pretty much that, so when Christian was named, now it makes sense because now you got kind of like evidence to like back it up. And somebody, it was saying something of the sort, oh, fuck, did they delete it? See, that'd be the thing. It's like you got to grab the screenshot when you can because these blogs be removing stuff like so quick. And so, got it. So it says Sean Diddy Combs' son, Christian, accused of sexual assault in lawsuit. And this was back in April 2024. And it was just saying that the suit named him and Puff Daddy, and the girl that filed the suit had said that the experience was sold as a wholesome family excursion, but turned into a hedonistic environment. The lawsuit says the suspected sex workers and other celebrities were brought aboard. In the early morning of December 28th, Christian Combs pressured, I don't know how to say her last name, to drink a shot of tequila, and shortly thereafter assaulted her. The lawsuit says the victim believes the tequila, which she says Christian Combs brought aboard, may have been laced with drugs, according to the lawsuit. The experience was so this was the same page. So Sean Combs is not accused of sexual assault in the lawsuit, but is included on the allegations of liability, aiding, and abetting. Aaron Dyer, the attorney for Sean and Christian Combs, in a statement said to CNN, believe that the lawsuit contains manufactured lies and irrelevant facts, and they are seeking to dismiss this outrageous claim. So yeah. So for them to seize all of them drugs. And see, that was what the boy said, where the suit did sound kind of bloggish, where he was saying that's what was happening. I don't think that it is. I mean, in some of the stuff, yes, you could have found in Cassie's, like lawsuit, but ultimately, all these stories match up at different.
You mean the prisoner dude that got the $100 million judgment?
No. I'm talking about the one where it was the producer.
It's my Little Rod.
Yeah, Little Rod. And so it's. I have so many.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends because we got all the tea. And if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side so you can see other stuff and again share with everybody.